Cowboys Nation, let's talk for a little bit here. Big deal, little deal, or no deal at all that Dak Prescott is backing his guy in this manner. I say it's a little deal because it is Dak after all. This is not a backup. This is not some guy that's going to be on the outs. It's not a guy playing on his last contract. It's a guy that just got $240 million. This is the franchise quarterback. They're going to have to listen to him. Now, they don't ultimately have to do what he says, but they're going to have to come to the table and say, what do you think? And Dak just told you what he thinks. So I think it's a little deal. I'm not going to go and say it's a big deal just yet. I'm going to see how the season plays out, because if it plays out where they go on a streak, then this turns into a big deal. But if it plays out where they finish 6-11, it stays at a little deal to me.
I don't want to necessarily get into the nuts and the screws of it all, obviously, but I think he definitely deserves a chance, another contract, and a chance to coach this team amongst and kind of, I guess you can say, more influence on his terms. Maybe a good way to say it.
I think that's the more telling part of this whole sit down. Now, Dak is not one to shoot from the hip, right? I think that was strategically said. I think he thought about how he wanted to say that, and he'll probably be questioned about it at some point in the offseason when they're looking at new coaches, or if Mike McCarthy does come back. But I'd like for these guys to call out the front office a little bit more publicly. Not gonna lie. I mean, you don't normally ask for your players to do that, right? But I feel like it's not gonna work with fans. Like, I know we have a voice and things like that, but we're not there to make a literal impact on who gets brought in and who gets moved on from what. Some of those players can, though. Some of these coaches can. So I would like to see them speak up a little bit more.